Hey everybody, there's just 3 days left to enter my Your Ultimate Movie contest, which I've been having for a few weeks now. I originally said the deadline was this Tuesday, the 17th, but I'm extending it one day to the 18th. That's Wednesday. So anytime up until the end of the day on Wednesday, please feel free to post an entry, either as a comment or a video response. The link to that video is below. I also wanted to mention that on the collab channel I'm now part of, I have moved to Thursdays. The last review I did for them was last week's Thursday review. I reviewed The Beaver. Another individual I talked with another individual about the movie in the video. You will see that if you want to check it out. And I'll be doing, of course, another one this Thursday as well. My schedule's changed around a bit. My weekend doesn't fall on the weekend anymore. It falls on Wednesday and Thursday, so I don't have as many opportunities to see a film when it opens. I need a little extra time, so the guys on the collab channel were nice enough to let me switch days. So I'm on Thursday now, and I'll be doing something interesting then. And a lot of people have been putting up videos about Thor and Fast 5 because those are the big movies that have just come out. And I wanted to do videos on them. I just didn't get around to it. I've been busy with other stuff, so I want to talk a little bit about it. But first, just let me say how much fun was April. There was something interesting opening every single weekend in April, and there were 5 weekends in April. First, it was Source Code, which was very good. Then Hannah. I didn't like that as much, but it was something exciting. Scream 4 opened in the 3rd weekend. That was lots of fun. Then the next weekend, Water for Elephants, which I really liked a lot. And then after that, Fast 5 on the last weekend of April. And then a week after that, Thor, which has a really good run of weekends there for films opening. Now, Fast 5 and Thor, I was kind of disappointed in both of them, actually. I wasn't expecting a lot from Fast 5, just basically a lot of, dumb, fun action and shooting and fighting and chasing and driving around quickly. But the problems that I have with it involve the end, the climactic sequence in the film, involving what they call the Texas Switch in Escape from New York, which is, in this example, completely ridiculous and utterly impossible. It's just, totally beyond any sort of logic that they could have done what they did. Not to mention the chase is way too long and they destroy too much stuff, and they inevitably would have killed somebody in a more realistic film, some innocent bystander. And it's badly photographed, and the federal agent played by Dwayne Johnson kills a guy in cold blood. He shoots and kills an unarmed, injured, defenseless, helpless person. Yes, this person happens to be one of the bad guys, and you might think that he deserved it, but still, he's not very heroic for him to just gun a guy down while he's lying there helpless. So that left kind of a bad taste in my mouth. It is probably my least favorite of the Fast and Furious movies. It seemed a little bit... I enjoyed it up until a point, actually. There's one other problem I had... there was one other thing I had a problem with, and that was the handprint deal. They get the guy's handprint to use so they go open the safe. Now, first of all, the way they get it, that would never work. It's completely ridiculous. It would never work in the first place. But the other problem is they got the wrong handprint. They got the guy's left handprint, but it was his right handprint they needed to open the safe. So that never would have worked either. I just can't help noticing things. They have to be a little bit smart about this stuff. I know it's supposed to be a brainless action movie, but not that brainless, okay? Now, Thor is a decent film overall. But the problem I had with it was probably just involving me and how I reacted to it. I was very self-conscious watching the movie. I was very busy sort of gauging my reaction to everything that was happening, and I just found it hard to connect emotionally. And I think one of the reasons for that is because of the environments in the film. There are basically 3 environments. 1, you have enormous opulent sets on Asgard. 2, you have this rinky-dink little town in New Mexico and the surrounding area. And 3, you have CGI environments in which everybody is basically acting against a green screen. And this sort of stuck out to me and called attention to itself, and it made it harder for me to connect with the movie. There was, the tall Devastator robot from Asgard walking around the New Mexico town destroying buildings and cars. And then you have this wide shot of the whole town, And the town is so small, you'd think that one blast from this guy would like destroy everything. It's just this tiny little thing. I don't know. I get the scale, the scope of it was a lot more limited than I wanted it to be. Obviously, there's stuff that takes place on other planets, these big, incredible environments, but I know it's all fake. It's so obvious that they didn't build any of this stuff. It's just a bunch of computer graphics, and this distracted from the experience for me. Yeah, overall, I wouldn't say that the script is bad. None of the actors are bad. They're all quite good. But all in all, just kind of disappointing. I just didn't get into it, which is unfortunate. I've seen a bunch of movies over the last month and a half. I just saw The Beaver, obviously, and there was a few others here and there. Just trying to think off the top of my head. I saw all the Fast and the Furious movies, of course, just to catch up for the new one. Yeah. And I've gone back and watched a few older films. Pride and Glory, for example, with Edward Norton and Colin Farrell. There's an incredible scene in Pride and Glory in which Colin Farrell threatens to burn a baby with a clothes iron if the father doesn't give him the information he wants. It's a scary scene. All I have to say, in the end of it, I didn't think the film was good, but there's a lot of good stuff in it, and the actors are really good. I like Edward Norton a lot, you know, and Colin Farrell. Noah Emmerich is in it as well. And you know, I saw the Guy Ritchie movie Rock and Rolla. I finally got around to seeing the Baz Luhrmann film Australia, which was kind of excruciating. I managed to get through it, but it was not easy. It was a fairly tedious film. What did I rent recently? A movie called Jolene. Jessica Chastain, she is the lead female character in The Tree of Life, the new Terrence Malick film. She is Brad Pitt's wife. I'd never seen her in anything as far as I knew, so I rented this independent movie that she was in called Jolene, which was pretty interesting, but all in all, I have to say I didn't really believe the ending. She basically has relationships with a series of men, but the last guy is played by Michael Vartan, and he is a total jerk, just completely. I mean, he's such a horrible human being. You know, why would she marry the guy in the first place? You know, it's just, you know, all in all, I didn't think that the movie itself was that good. But she's interesting, I guess. And there's some good actors in the movie. I can't really recommend the movie, but I'll be interested in seeing more from her. So yeah, that's just sort of a general update from me. I've got more stuff coming up. V Rose and I have been out of touch for a while, so I don't know when we'll be reviewing the Scorsese series. But in the meantime, there's the contest. DVD prizes, winner's choice DVDs. It's very simple. You know, if you win, you get to name the movie that you get on DVD as your prize. Region 1 DVD is for people who live in North America. Region 2 DVDs for people who live in Europe. And of course, there's the contest itself, which I hope you'll find fun. So that's it for now. Just a general update as to what I've been up to and that kind of thing. Thanks very much for watching, and take it easy. I'll talk to you again soon.